It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Cousins. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Well, they'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Wentz is throw complete there to Thomas.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And some space here. A little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running off tackle with Cook. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 12-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. One of the tight ends comes in motion. On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great...
That he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. That one complete out to Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Cousins. Steps away to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Wentz on third down. And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Sly able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's Cook again.
Room here to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
143 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Cook running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Another run now for Nwangu. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Second down, Howell now.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Thomas brings it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Howell to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Down to the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 172 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give left side to Cook. A nice little juke. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Man, 222 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run it again with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled on the play by Tariq Castro-Fields. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
55 yards.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
A 9-yard touchdown run.
and the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away. This will be caught at Samuel. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, They look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Oh, and he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, fourth down now. And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye.
This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.